I'm going back home up to the Northwest, and I am going to deliver a couple of presents that I have to a couple of family members that I very, very much love. Pops, my brothers, hopefully I see my mom. As you can see, I got on the Pride Love. Yeah, come with me on the journey. My flight actually is boarding right now. It's perilous, dire. Let's get out there. Let's get out there and see what happens. Okay, last people on the flight are getting on, so it looks like it's my time. Catch you on the next scene.
That's right. Be the predator. That's it. That's it. Go get him!
This is my pops. This is the guy who made me look this way, look the way that I look,
That's how I do it.
and laugh in the particular manner that I laugh. So,
Very good.
yeah, bask in that.
Hello,
Be a part of that.
Yeah.
He actually just beat cancer, so we are celebrating that today. He received the first piece of this gift, this grand gift-giving event. This bottle of J. Cotton 7-year aged brandy that is from the distillery that I work at. And it is luxurious, and we are luxuriously sitting back right now. This is a spiritual moment, right? A spiritual happening.
Yeah, because it's 2:11 in the morning.
Yes, it is 2:11 in the morning.
Fuck.
I'm fresh out of the airport.
Oh, yours got
Okay,
a
so-
little blue light on it.
Yeah, that means it's on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yours on too. You got a little bit of light on it too. We lit. We lit. We got light.
In my travels, I've saw some poverties at levels we could never understand. You got to know, in all those other countries, there's no welfare system. There's no WIC program. There's none of that. They got to get out and get it. And everybody's getting their hustle in. But everybody, and I tried to buy stuff, fruit, vegetables, food, from the people that were, had their thing set up. And it may not have been the biggest one or whatever, but it smelled good and it looked good. And the people look sincere and they're cooking, you know what I mean? And I just knew it would be delicious, and it usually was. But I've seen people just very kind at extreme poverty levels and just doing things out of kindness. Unlike we don't see that very much in the United States anymore.
So what do you? It's easy to say that you do good things for people.
Yeah.
Or to feel like you do good things for people. But when you don't really have anything and you're giving stuff to people, what do you think what's the difference between someone in that situation and, say, like a neighbor or somebody who lives in the building down the road, from here in America, in Washington? Because I feel like you can go outside and you can have a conversation pretty easily with somebody in circumstance, in the right building, but kind of generally we don't really, socialize with one another like that,
Right. In all the countries that I visited, family, the nucleus, the family, was still important. You know what I mean? I see whole families out eating together, and I just be like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The nucleus.
The young taking care of the old. I'm just like, wow. Oh, they actually like each other. Oh, my God. They're actually working. It was beautiful for my eyes to behold, because I remember when I was a kid, there was a sense of community and all those things, but it's long gone.
I have so many nostalgic feelings about stuff that I've seen in the past that's like, or felt from my past that I remember. And I remember feeling like that,
Right.
like when we were young, we had these people that we could depend upon and, call forth from.
Lucille.
Yeah, my grandmother.
Lucille. What's up, people? Yeah, sprinkle it. Oh my God. Lucille is probably running the universe right now on the other side. Because, listen, everybody Lucille touched was one of her children. Everybody she came in contact with, she was showing love, always showing extreme love. That's why I love Lucille so much. She was, man, I loved her. I love Lucille. And that's not the liquor talking.
I'm actually really. I never really got to meet grandma like that, which I felt was like a real bummer. A lot of the older kids in the family did, but I was a baby, and in that part of my life, I actually don't have memory.
Right.
Like, I don't really remember seeing.
She saw
Grandma
you.
Lucille.
She saw you. She was in the waiting. She was in the delivery room when you were born.
Wow.
And your mother will verify this. She was there, and she was crying and stuff, and your mother was just like, it was making your mother nervous. So when your brother was born, Lucille was at the house, and she was supposed to go to the hospital with us right then. And she goes, Tree, you're going to promise me you're not going to bring Mom along, and that Mom can come later after this. And I was like, what? Why am I going to be the bad person?
Why is that my responsibility?
Yeah, how did this get on me? How did this get on me? Nobody wants to take accountability. Oh, but we'll give Tree the blame. No, but it was funny because we just got in the car and drove off. And I was just like, oh my God, Lucille was so mad at me after that. I said, you better talk to Kim about that.
Dang, that's gonna hurt.
Because
it's gonna burn.
When you
because that's Mom's mom,
Right,
like, so it's just a different relationship. Like, you raised me, you know what I mean?
Right,
so
right.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right. It was just a random thing that came in my head, and that was the liquor talking. But I do remember that.
Yeah, it's easy. I found there's a lot of bad people in this world. But as you said earlier, I too feel like there are more good people than bad people.
Listen,
I feel like people are trying to be good for their situation.
Yes.
And sometimes that makes them bad for somebody else.
Yes.
Yeah.
And listen, you be trekking through this lifetime, you better recognize and you better like who you are, because while you're walking your journey, you're going to be responsible for your actions and your activities.
Facts.
And you better like yourself and be factful with yourself about yourself, because nobody can make you do anything you don't want to do if you do not allow them to have that power over you. So you better like yourself and know what's best for you and have some discernment to tell when somebody's trying to take you off your square in a bad way.
Right. So that brings me to my next question.
Bring it on in.
We lit.
That was me. I liked it.
We in Oregon.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so
yes.
Back to the interview.
We in Washington.
Yeah. Cheers.
Wow.
I knew where we was. Through your life and the stuff that you've been through, though, can you tell me about, like, anything that profoundly changed the way that you view things? Any experience that you've gained throughout your life that has created knowledge that you would like something that you would want me to keep that you've experienced?
Well, there are several things. But I think the first thing that really opened my eyes. So we're traveling. I'm going to Germany, and we're on the bus. And there's a lady that's got like all her luggage on the seat of the bus.
Yeah, like a lot of luggage, like her purse or something.
No, like bags and suitcases and just covering the seats, bro. And I was just like, wow, no, I need to sit down.
Wait, how many people were on the bus?
It was like 40.
40 people on the bus.
Yeah, seats are valuable. I was just like, lady, you got to move some of this. And so she goes, Okay, I'll move it, but you're gonna have to get up when my people get on the bus, a few stops down.
Word.
And so we get down there a couple stops. I didn't even get up. I just sat there. I was like, yeah, I'm not even moving, man. And so it went on for a few. We were going back and forth, and the people, everybody on the bus was piling in back and forth. And this German lady gets on the bus, and she's some kind of official. She comes to the back of the bus. She looks at me. She's listening to this lady. She goes, "Tell me what happened." I said, "I just got in the country from the United States here to Germany. And this lady has all this back seat just cluttered with her stuff. So she makes room for me to sit down, but that I need to get up when her friends get on the bus." So the German lady listens to me. She listens to the other lady. She tells the other lady, she goes, "Don't make any more trouble for this man while he's on this bus, or you will be pulled off the bus and arrested." And it was a white lady.
Wow.
And this was my first time seeing where my skin color did not matter in the matter. It was
In Germany.
Yes.
What year did? When was this?
This had to be in 1984 or 85, and it was so eye opening, and I was like, wow, they really enforce when somebody's wrong. It doesn't matter what the color of your skin is. Are we recording?
We're doing everything. We're doing everything all at once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
let's get it in.
What do you think your takeaways were from that?
That just because we live in the United States, some of us need to branch out and travel. Traveling is the best education ever.
Yes.
You
Yes,
know
I
this.
do know this.
Traveling is the best education
My trip to
ever.
Costa Rica, that was my first time
Yes.
out of the country and only time
How'd you love
to this
it?
point. It was fantastic. I met so many people who just
Yeah.
their lifestyle was different.
Friendly.
Good people,
Yeah.
who wanted
Yeah.
to, like, I met so many people I couldn't even talk to. They didn't even know how to speak English.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to
Yeah.
speak Spanish, but we're like trying.
Yeah.
And it's good nature,
Yeah.
it's good vibes, and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
random people,
Yeah,
you know?
When I was in Vietnam, we did exactly that. This guy, he ran the whole giant cafeteria thing upstairs, and he was trying to talk to me, and I was trying to communicate with him. But it was so cool because everybody's vibe was, "I like you. We like you for who you are. It doesn't matter what you have. We just vibing out with you. We're just feeling you like that."
Microphone.
Everybody travel. I'm sorry. Before your battery runs out
I
or
don't-
Steph comes over.
You don't have to worry about my battery.
What does that mean?
How do you, as a wise man who has seen many journeys,
Thank you.
the elder, my elder,
Thank you.
how do you discern who you can worthily have in your life? Who is good for you and who can benefit you? Who is going to give you a healthy relationship?
Yeah.
And who can you give a healthy relationship to? How do you find those people? Because it can be really easy to find somebody that's not that. And
Yeah. Well, some people can deceive you into and that happened to me recently. You can get deceived, by people that, like wolves in sheep's clothing or whatever.
yeah,
But once you see that, you have the opportunity to turn away from it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And just leave that person here
Yeah.
with whatever their thing is. Because listen, we got this beautiful, lovely planet that's just abounding with goodness. I'm a child of the universe out here in these streets. I'm a child out here in these streets. I'm a child.
Don't play.
No.
Don't play
of
with
the-
my papa.
Out here in the streets.
Papa don't play.
Don't take no mess. But listen, I just had to throw that in, that old James Brown. I had to, and that was
But yeah,
smooth Brandy talking. But yeah,
but yeah, you have to be able to have that vision to see
Yes.
that somebody is who they truly say they are.
Yeah, and
you don't say it with your
No.
words. You say it with your actions.
Yes.
You
Yes.
say your existence
Yes.
with the things that you
Yes.
do,
Yes.
the places you go, the people
Yes.
that you're around.
Yes.
That is who you are, you know,
Yes.
and that can change, and it does
Yes.
change and waver at all times.
Yes.
But somebody in your life is going to be a person, and you're going to see that,
yes.
you know,
Yes.
and so that's what you're saying.
Yes, and if it's somebody that a female that I like on an intimate level, we're gonna get real deep with it because I want to know who you are at your core, and I'm listening to what your lips are saying, but I'm looking at your actions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Always two different things.
It all adds up, and if it's
Yes.
the same thing, that's like a miraculous event.
Yes,
Like
yes,
that's
beautiful.
That's not
It's a
that's not
beautiful
everybody.
thing.
That's not many
No,
people.
no,
who
it's
say
not.
something and then their
Yes.
actions line up.
Yes, yeah. Because I used to be that guy that did this, and my work ethic or my actions didn't match that. No. And people can see it in you if your shit all match up.
Yeah. So that's what you're looking for then inside.
No,
Like to find out if that's what you're looking for, to find out if somebody is right, if their words match their actions.
yes,
Basically.
yes. That's the key, and that will always be the key. And people can hide. You can hide it.
Yeah, a little drop of this.
Little drop. Go ahead. You brought me the Bible. Go ahead and drink it. Go.
No,
Get
come on now. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Oh my God. That is really, really good. Thanks, son. Cheers.
Absolutely.
This is as tasty as, what is the stuff you had when we went to Phoenix, when we went the other way? That was in the wood thing, and you broke it open with the different.
Oh,
That was so delicious.
the brandy wine.
Yes.
That brandy wine. What was
Yes.
it? What is that place called? I need to go down there and get some of that while I'm here
do.
and take some bottles back with me.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. What was that? What is
Yes.
that place called? Witchcraft.
I loved it. Yeah.
Witch brewing, something like that.
Yeah.
When I find the video, I'll find it and I'll put it up here so y'all can see it. But
That's it.
yeah, I definitely am gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Ooh, add that into the thing. Oh my
Right,
God, I'm gonna go get some. I
right,
definitely
right.
gonna go get some. Okay. Well, anyways, thank you, Dad. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you for doing this interview with me, staying up till 3 a.m.
Yep.
You know, just talking and doing and drinking, even though you don't even drink no more. I appreciate you and I love you.
Love you too, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. And listen, people, live your best lives out there. Do you. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do with your life, like this young man is doing with his.
Do what the fuck you want to
Do the damn thing. Do the damn thing.
Throw it down.
Yep.